Hey guys, Minecraft Snapshot 20W06A just released, and that's the first snapshot for 1.16. As you can see right there, 20W06A. Anyway, I wanted to give you a quick overview of a few of the big things they added. They added a lot of new nether blocks. They added the hoglin, netherite, and 3 new biomes, the soul sand valley, the warped forest, and the crimson forest. Even though it's a new snapshot and stuff for the nether portals still work the same. So this is a warped forest biome. See the trees and all kinds of stuff. It's really interesting. There's a dark blue fog. There's these warped fungi trees. There's all kinds of weird vegetation and stuff. And there are particles that float upwards. The next biome we have is the soul sand valley. As you can see, there are actually 2 types of soul sand now. It's called soul sand, and actually, well, it's soul soil. And it's kind of weird. Anyway, over here you can see that when fire is on no. What's this called again? Soul soil. Soul soil. When fire is on soul soil, it turns blue. Also, throughout this biome, there are these giant pillars of basalt, and when you place it sideways, it's like that. When you place it vertically, it's like this. It's like most other pillars. Also, there's a really cool fortress back there. Anyway, as you can see, there's a lightish dark blue fog here, and the particles fall down, and they kind of look like ash. There's also fossils all over the place, but I'm not sure they're working properly because they're all like, at least all the ones I have seen, are these weird like single ribs. But yeah, here's the biome. Next up we have the Crimson Forest. It's just like the warped forest, but red. The particles here still travel upwards, and I believe they're called spores because these are like fungi. Hoglins are supposed to spawn here and just wander around, and yeah, here's the biome. And finally, we have the Nether Wastes. These are actually just the old Nether biome, but it's got a new name because you can't just call it Nether. So yeah, here's the biome. So now we're onto the blocks. Here are all the natural spawning blocks. Oops, forgot that one. So we've got the, what is it called? It's warped. It's either Nilium or Nylum. I don't know. And then the crimson version of that. It's basically just like grass. And then we've got ancient debris. We'll come back to this later. And basalt. We've seen this. And soul soil. Tongue twister. And last but not least, nether wart block. Warped wart. Excuse me. It's different. Slightly. Now we have the crimson stem and the warp stem and all their blocks. There are a lot of them, obviously. Anyway, they're basically just 2 new wood types. As you can see, these are their logs or stems. Here are their stripped versions. Their planks. And their stairs. Slabs. Alright, there we go. Slabs. Trapdoor. Looks kind of like, they look kind of like the acacia ones, I think. Let's see, door. Yep, that looks pretty unique. Both of them do. Fences. Fence gates. And signs, which I was not expecting them to have their own sign variants. There we go. So that's all the wood parts, or I guess stems. I realized I accidentally had my game sound off. Oh well. Anyway, so here we have the Crimson Vegetation and the warped vegetation. So here's the crimson fungi, reddish, and the warped fungi. This one is like really short and boxy looking. Kind of strange. Anyway, here are the warped roots and the crimson roots, and then nether sprouts. It's like really, really short grass, and weeping vines. They grow to be a lot longer. Anyway, that's all the vegetation. Now we have the new lighting. We have the soulfire torch, the soulfire lantern, and the shroom light. The shroom light spawns naturally. Let's test in survival. I don't know if you can break it with your hand. Let's see. Yep, you actually do get it. So you can break it and just pick it up. And then there's the soulfire torch and the soulfire lantern. Both just versions of the regular versions of them. So just regular torch and a regular lantern, except blue. Now on to the items. You can find ancient debris, and it'll spawn low in the biomes, evidently. I haven't found any. I looked around for a while, but I couldn't find any. So I'm not exactly sure where it is. But you can mine this. You can put it into a furnace or a blast furnace. A blast furnace will smelt it faster. And then you can get netherite scrap. Now, when you combine 4 netherite scrap with 4 gold, and it's a free crafting recipe. Well, not free. It's a free form. It doesn't matter where you put it. But then you can combine it with diamond, and then you can get a netherite chestplate. Now, the netherite chestplate, all the netherite items actually, are slightly better than diamond. So it has 3 armor toughness instead of 2. Same amount of armor, but it has knockback resistance. All the pieces do. They're all slightly better than their diamond counterpart. And then the tools are slightly more damaging and faster. So the sword does 1 more damage, but the pickaxe does a little more damage, but it also mines faster, and has a lot more durability, as you can see. 2,000 versus 1,500. Now on to mobs, which, speaking of mobs, inside the warped forest, there seems to be a lot of endermen spawning. I'm not sure if that's an actual thing, or this is just an open area and there's a lot of endermen, but there's a lot of... Oh, hello. There's a lot of endermen. Anyway, on to the actual mobs added. The only one added currently is the hoglin, and that's what it looks like. So it has... Currently, it only drops rotten flesh, but that's probably just a placeholder. And it also has 20 hearts or 40 half hearts. Now we're on to some of the final small changes. One of the things they added was a new command. It's called locate biome, and as it suggests, you can use it to locate certain biomes. A few of the actual small changes were knockback resistance is now a scale instead of a probability. Pillager patrols no longer spawn when a player is close to a village. The ghast sound is heard at a shorter range, so you can't hear it from so far away. Several of the old Nether Blocks sounds have been updated. Old Nether biome is now called the Nether Wastes, and shipwrecks and ruins are less common than before. So that should be all of the features and changes in Snapshot 20W06A, excluding bug fixes, that are listed. I have not taken the time yet to search for hidden features or anything not on the list. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I'll probably keep doing these for every snapshot, so if you want me to keep doing them, like the video and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.